Hello everyone. How is everybody? Tonight we're going to do some inking. So we're going to do some pillows and we're going to do a t-shirt. I feel like I don't do a lot of inking with you, so thought I would do that tonight. And don't forget sprinkling. That's all that means. Just give a few minutes for people to pop on. And say hi, let me know you're here. Just got off of another live, so I feel like I'm running tonight, but that's okay. So when you pop on, say hi. Let me know you're here. This is a Friday night, so people may be out and about. If you are watching and you do not see the little red light right there that says live, you're catching the replay, and that's perfectly fine. I just won't be able to comment immediately to your questions or comments, but I do go back and read them, and I will comment as I read them. And I definitely appreciate you watching. All right, don't forget to sprinkle, and we will go ahead and get started. And I'm going to do a t-shirt first. And I've already found the center of the shirt. And with t-shirts, you go down 4 inches from the collar seam. And I've already put the inking mat in, so we don't have to do that. And we're going to do Sunshine on My Mind. Cute transfer. And we're going to do it in yellow. Hey, buddy. Thought he was going to say hi, but he just walked by. And I am going to ink. I am going to fuzz. I haven't used this, and my fuzzing cloth is clean and dry. So that's a good thing. And if you're watching for the first time, fuzzing just means we're putting a little fuzz on the back so that our reusable silkscreen transfers are not so sticky. If I'm putting it on the shirt, I'm only going to fuzz it once or twice because it's going to be on fabric anyway. But our transfers are silk screen. You can see through them. They are reusable. 8 to 12 times is what the company stands behind, but I've gotten as many as 20. And some transfers I've gotten more, depending on how you take care of it and what surfaces you use to put them on. So we're going to line this up in the center. And we're just going to make sure that there are no air bubbles. And the ink mat holds the shirt. It's sticky, so it holds the shirt in place so it doesn't move on you. And when there's a lot of silk screen like this, you really want to make sure that the green part is stuck down really good. All right, and so then we're going to take our yellow, and this is Bumblebee. And I'm going going to do the whole thing in yellow, I think. But I'm going to start in the center because I want to make sure the transfer stays down good. And I'm just going to start smearing the paste on the silkscreen area, trying not to get it on the shirt except where the transfer is, because it is permanent. Our paste are not, but our inks are. All right. Hey Terry, glad you're watching. What you been doing this Friday? And you can tell, and I've said this before, but those that are new, you can tell by the material how much it soaks up the ink. Some soak it up quite fast and a lot. Others, you may need to kind of go over it. But once you've done it several times, you'll know which transfers or which fabrics take a lot. All right, we're just covering the silk screen. And this is just a Gildan shirt that I got. You can get those at any craft store. And I have an air bubble. I'm just praying that it's not going to affect it too much. When you see an air bubble like that, if you kind of go in the opposite direction, or kind of go out from it, you kind of push the air out. Kind of going in one direction also helps. All right, just taking up the excess. Making sure you've got it all covered. I'm going to go over the middle just a little bit. This navy is kind of... And our inks do not dry as fast as our paste, so you have a little more time to get everything on. Trying not to touch the shirt with ink hands. I've done that before and had to add something to cover up my mistake, but I think we've got it all. All right, now I am going to wipe my hands because I do not want it to get, I'll have to put transfer of a sun all over it if I do that. All right, just making sure and dry off. Hey Penny, how are ya? And then I'm just gonna take it and in one, oh, this turned out cute. Cute, cute. But I say that about everything, don't I, guys? I'm obsessed with Chalk Couture. I absolutely love it. It has been a godsend for me. And we'll take that, and that will be the first transfer I wash because the ink is permanent. And I'm going to hold this up. Let me cover up my ink. So I don't get it all over everything. And then I will, and I did get some on the shirt, but I think I can get it off real quick. And I did with the Clorox wipe. All right, and then I'm just gonna hold it up without messing it up and show you we have sunshine on my mind. And the shirt looks purple in that picture, but it is navy. And I'm just gonna set this to the side. I will let it dry 24 hours and then put it in the heat press. And then it will be good to go. You could have done orange, or you could have mixed yellow and orange, whatever colors you wanted, but I thought the yellow would be pretty on the navy. All right, so I'm going to just fold this and set it to the side so I don't get my fingers on it. So that's the first thing, and like I said earlier, we are just going to be inking tonight. I'm going to do 3 pillows and a shirt and show you how quick it is. Guys, I was so proud of myself last night. I only used 2 different squeegees, so I thought that was a record for me. And I have several. I just try to slow down and clean them as I go, so it's not so messy. All right. The next thing we're going to do is wipe my hand off. And we're going to do a Home Sweet Home pillow, I believe. All right. Let me get my ink mat. And I have several, so I just brought them all in here so I would have them. And this one I'm going to do in black and couture teal. Again, we're using our inks. And this one says, there's no place like home, sweet home. So we'll see how that goes. And this will be a large pillow. Put another ink mat underneath it. And you can hear how sticky the ink mats are too for that. But I love the ink mats because they do hold your material, and if you know how hard it is to ink on fabric, you do need something to put behind it. All right. And if you watched, let's see, what day was it? Wednesday, when I went on early, Thursday. I went on early and I did the There's No Place Like Home flower container. This is the same transfer. All right, just making sure that it's stuck down good. And then we're gonna put There's No Place Like. And I have used this before, so there's really no need to fuzz it. I do want to make sure that it's straight on my material, and I think it is. And we will use black for that. And I had to order more inks and paste the other day. Anybody else joining? appreciate those that are and those that watch the replay. And we're just squeegeeing it up and putting the excess into our container and just pulling it up slowly just to make sure that I've got everything covered. Cute. All right, and that goes to the sink. And I'm going to dry this just a little bit because I am going to be putting other things on it. Be careful with the ink mat too, it bubbles up. So then we're going to put There's No Place Like, and then we're going to add the word home, and I think I'm going to do all of it in black except sweet. And it's kind of ironic that I live on Sweet Home Road. Let me see, making sure I've got, oh yeah, plenty of room. Just making sure it's straight now. All right, and again, we're just making sure no air bubbles, and I go around the letters with my finger just to double check to make sure that everything is stuck around it so there's no bleeding. All right, and so then we'll take our black again, and you're just gonna fill in the letters. And you can heat set this with an iron, just don't use steam, just for a few minutes on each. They say front and back. With the heat press, I just do the front when it's a pillow. I don't know if you can hear the dogs in the neighborhood barking, but they're having a time. Anybody else pop on? Everybody's busy tonight. All right. Just about finished with home. All right. Again, just making sure I don't have any on my fingers and just lifting it up slowly. And home is kind of distressed, so I like that about it. And then I'm gonna lay this here, and then I'll use it again after we do sweet. We're gonna do that. Hair. Have little dog hair everywhere. Wonder why. And then the sweet we're going to put on with the teal, the Couture teal, which I think is a beautiful color. But I love using the inks because, like I said, I think earlier in the week, you don't have to work as fast because it takes longer for this to dry. So you don't have to worry about it drying in your silk screen or on your surface. You can kind of take your time and make sure you do it right. And all I'm doing is just getting the excess up, putting it back in my jar. Then we'll peel this up. Oh, this is going to be such a pretty pillow, guys. Every time I think I made one for me, somebody will call and say, oh, I want that pillow. So I've got to make some for myself. All right, now I'm going to wash this. I'm going to kind of lay this up in the front just a minute. I'm going to wash this one just so it doesn't, for my other home. And you can kind of see how I do that. Let me lay some paper towels down. And you just can take a Clorox wipe on the sticky side and the front side. And really the Clorox wipe kind of reactivates the sticky part. And so it helps to keep it sticky. All right, then I'm just going to lay it over and wipe off the front part. And the pigments in some of the inks will stain your transfer, but it doesn't affect the use of the transfer at all. And you will see some of my transfers do have the black or red especially stain, and they're the ones usually that I use the most and have gotten 15 to 20 uses out of it. All right, and I'm going to wipe the back off again because I did get some paper towel stuck to it. But it will come right off. But I like to show you how to clean your transfers as well as how to use them. And that way there's no questions when you order how to take care of them. All right, the paper towel just peels right off. And we've got it good and clean. And it's still as sticky as it was when I took it out of the wrapper. Very sticky. All right. And then I'm just lightly going to take a paper towel and dry it. All right, we should be ready for home again. And trying to line it up. I think that's got Anybody else join? Hey, Tammy. Glad you're joining. Sorry, I was looking down. And I'm just using the ink, the Chalk Couture ink, and our reusable transfers. We're making a pillow. We made a shirt earlier. And the versatility of these transfers is amazing. You can use inks and paste with them. They are reusable. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I've gotten as many as 20 to 30 uses out of a particular transfer. You just have to make sure you wash them. Some designers don't wash their transfers immediately after their lives, but I do. I just feel like it saves on my transfer. I have several specials going in the VIP group, so make sure you join that on my page. There are many mystery boxes. There's all kinds of things going on there right now, so make sure you join that. All right, again, wiping my hands off so that I don't make a spot on it. I'm just pulling it up. And I am using the canvas material. It just seems to work better for me. And I'm going to try to hold this up so you can see. There's no place like Home Sweet Home. So I think that turned out really cute. All right, now I'm going to attempt to pull this off so that I can use the ink mat and trying to figure out where to hang it so I don't mess it up. Whoops. I'm good. I will hang it right there. I think it'll be all right. Got so much on my fireplace. And I'm just wiping off the ink mats. And you just use a Clorox wipe for that, or water, whatever you have. But these are a lifesaver when you're doing tea towels, beach towels, anything fabric that you want to do. Okay, the next pillow I'm going to do is our Home Sweet Farmhouse. Put our squeegees over there. And I think I'm going to use black and green if I have enough in this jar. I may have to get another jar. Do I have another jar over there? All right. I feel like I've got it on my hand, so I worry. But this is the one we're going to do. Home Sweet Farmhouse. And again, and you can use any color fabric. I just happen to have a lot of this, and you can put any color on it. But you can use it to match your decor, definitely. All right. I think I am going to jump up and see if I can find, well, I could do gray. Let's see. there we have stuck to our fabric. And I'm just going to go over with the squeegee just to make sure all the air bubbles are out. You definitely don't want any air bubbles with the ink because it will bleed. And by going over with the squeegee, you can hear if there are air bubbles. And I think they're all out. Just going around everything one more time. All right. And I think I'm going to, let me hop up just a minute. Excuse me just a minute. Yeah, I have some more black. So we'll use what we can out of this one, and I'm going to do the greenery first though, because it's in some small places. And this is Garden Herb. And you don't have to usually add water to the inks because they are already fairly thin. So I'm just going to add the ink to these little decorative pieces and leaves. And while you're watching, if you think you might be interested in anything, whether ordering or becoming a designer, just let me know in the comments. I'll be glad to send you the information to becoming a designer. It is $99 for your starter kit, and you get $250 worth of products. You get surfaces, inks, paste, squeegee, things like that that you need to get started. And you don't have to do what I do. You don't have to do lives. You can join as just a hobbyist, and that's just to make things for your own home and for your family. Or you can join to make finished products and sell at vendor events. You can join to run it as a business and sponsor other designers. And that's what I'm doing, basically all three. I do vendor events and I do parties, which are a lot of fun, the little make and takes, kind of like the sip and paint parties. We were doing those until the virus, but hopefully before long we can do others. But I'm thinking about doing virtual make and takes where people pre-order their little kit, and when they get it, we set a time and do the kit together. All right, so I've done all of the green. So all that's left to do now is the black. And let's see, I better use a smaller one. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get as much of this one as I can. And this is the little banner that says home. And with the inks, if you have a large transfer like this, you don't have to do the paste and peel method that you've seen me do before, where you peel up your transfer in places before it actually dries. So, plenty of time. We're just filling in the word home and the banner. And I can feel I'm getting it on my hands. That's okay. As long as I don't get it on the other part of this. But if you think you would like to have a make and take party, just let me know that too, and we can work out a time. But people always like to come to those and they are able to go away with something that they actually made, which is pretty neat. Anybody else? Hey Betty, glad you're with us. We're inking pillows tonight. I think I've used that one about as much as I can. And I'm getting it all over me. But y'all know the routine. I get it all over me. So. All right, let's get another squeegee because I'm starting this new one. All right, we're finishing up the sweet part. It amazes me how simple and easy this is, and anyone can do it. My little granddaughter loves to do it, and she's 10. She was doing this a year ago, and my little grandsons, they love to do it, and so it's a fun project. Just noticed I missed a little place there with the green. All right, now for farmhouse. So what did everybody do today? Work? If you're able to go back to work. Guys, I don't know. I just keep praying that things are going to work out. I know God's in control, but sometimes I just think, I don't like to say it because I know that it can be. What else can happen, or how can it get any worse? But just pray for my grandkids and my students in all this. All right, a little more and we'll be through with this one. All right, just making sure it's kind of even as far as the ink. We don't want it to. All right, I think we're done with this one. Anybody else popping on? I'll put names in when I get this one done. So pretty. And I'm just putting it on the backer sheet. And again, these will all be washed rather quickly after the live. All right, and here we have Home Sweet Farmhouse. Turned out really cute. I like the black and the green. All right, but you could make it for any decor that you wanted. And I'm trying to decide if I need, I think I'm gonna take this off too. And I usually hang these up and dry them. Let them dry 24 hours. And I'm trying to figure out where to hang it. Let me go ahead and take this one up. Then I'll lay it on the table. All right. We'll lay this one on the table. So cute. So cute. All right. Again, I'm just going to wipe this off since it did have the black on there. And again, it with the you can hear how sticky they are. With the Clorox wipe, this also reactivates the sticky part of this, so you're good to go. All right, let's put some names in our bucket. And I see Miss Jackie just popped on. Miss Betty. This is for Happy Mail. I've got a whole bunch going out tomorrow. And Tammy and Penny. Who else popped on? Terry. All right, so if anybody else pops on, we'll add them to the bucket. All right. I probably just got that all over my face. Somebody's gonna have to have a shower tonight, that's for sure. All right, I'm going to do, I don't need my black anymore. This container can go in the trash. All right, so we are ready for our last pillow. And this one I'm going to be using, and this is called the Laurel Wreath, Vintage Laurel Wreath. And I'm going to use the big one, and I'm going to put the one of our monogram letters in the center. I love the monogram letters because you can do so much with them, and we have so many wreaths that you can use with them as well. All right, let's get our material on here. And like I said, you can use any kind of material, but for demonstration purposes, this is, I like this because it goes with anything, and you can see the colors of the ink really good. All right, and our ink mats, like I said, hold the material. They're sticky, so we don't have to worry about them coming up. Okay, and we're going to pray this doesn't stick to itself. I was on the struggle bus the other night with trying to get it done. All right, and I'm just going to use the larger wreath instead of the little one. And again, I'm just going over the green, the outline, to make sure that the green is stuck down good. Does anyone have any questions about what I'm doing? Or any interest? Now, if you will go to my website, you can see our catalog. We have a new catalog coming out the first, I think it's July the 15th. Designers get a sneak peek the 10th and 11th. And it will be our seasonal catalog, fall and winter. And I'm excited because they always have some really pretty Christmas and Halloween and all that. And I'm going to use eucalyptus. And this is a brand new, one of my new ones. I'm just going to stir it since it's been, I just got it yesterday, so it's been in the shipping and just needs to be mixed a little bit. But you'll see how different this is compared to the paste. It's very thin. You don't have to add water to it. A lot of designers don't like to do inks on lives because you have to kind of wait for it to dry. But I like to do them and give them 24 hours to dry, then heat set them and then show them to you the next night. So I think that's always something that you like to see. All right, I'm going to use our squeegee and I'm just going to do the outline of our big wreath, and I'm just going to do it all one color. You could do each little thing a different color. You could mix the greens for the leaves. But I love this eucalyptus color. It's kind of a light green. And the inks just glide on, which I love. But I have, they have Try Me kits available. I have those in my shop. And I have been advertising those on my Facebook page as well. You get everything. You get a surface, you get paste, you get the transfer, all to do a project. And then don't forget, you could use that transfer again anywhere from 15 to 20 times. So those are always a good thing to get. To kind of get your hands on the product. You'll see how the surfaces are. We have excellent surfaces. We have textiles, we have pillow covers that are the thick canvas. All right. Getting everything back in the jar. My hands are raw where I wash them so much. Oh, this is such a pretty color. All right. Let me hold this up so you can see. Look how pretty that wreath is. So pretty, and that was using the eucalyptus. Which is one of the colors that I use in my bedroom. And I'm going to use the Couture Coral for the bee. I'm just going to try to get it in the center. And straight. this up just a minute. Yeah, it's pretty. All right, and then I'm just going to take the Couture Coral. And we are done. Oh, these colors together are gorgeous, I think. And there we have the monogram pillow cover with the bee. We have all of the monograms. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Madison. So that's the last of our projects. I want to show you what we've done first. So we have the bee monogram. All the monograms are available in my shop. We did a t-shirt. Whoops, let me make sure. That says Sunshine on My Mind. We did a pillow cover that says There's No Place Like Home Sweet Home. And we did a pillow cover that says Home Sweet Farmhouse. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4 projects with ink in less than an hour. So that's amazing. Betty, it is easy. It is the easiest thing I have ever done. I have crafted all my life. And basically you just get a surface, anything you want, and plop the transfer down. It's not like a stencil. I've tried using stencils and I've had a big mess. But these are reusable. They stick to your surface. You plop the transfer down, cover it with ink or paste, and that's it. It's amazing to me. When I was flipping through Facebook, I saw my upline on Facebook one night, and she was making all these things, and I thought, oh, that looks so easy. And I just said, okay, I'm going for it. And I am so glad I did. I have made so many pretty things. I've been able to sell some things, and people seem to enjoy it. And I love coming on here and sharing it. Hey, Terry. Thanks, Tammy. So for those just popping on, we did all inks tonight. And this is the first pillow. And then we did a t-shirt that says Sunshine on My Mind. And the t-shirt is navy. It looks purple because of the light. But I love the sunshine on my mind. We did a pillow top that says There's No Place Like Home Sweet Home, which I thought was cute. And we did Home Sweet Farmhouse. So those were the things we did with our inks. Now these will sit for 24 hours. And then in the morning, I will get up and I will heat set them with the heat press. You can heat set these with an iron. Let's see, what else? You can put the inks on glassware. We did glasses last night or yesterday. You can put them on casserole dishes. You can do just about anything you feel comfortable putting in an oven. You put them in a cold oven and just let them set. Turn the oven to 350. Let them set in there for 30 minutes. Turn the oven off. Let it completely cool down. And then pull out your glassware and it's heat set. So that's the good thing about that. On fabric, you use just an iron, dry iron. Don't use steam or a heat press or an easy press if you have one of those. And it's permanent. So I absolutely love it. I have not found anything that I like any more than I do this. And I do a lot of crafting. I do a lot of embroidery. I do all kinds of things. And this to me is a very good stress reliever. I can get wrapped up in this and lose time because it's just very calming, very relaxing. So check out my VIP group. There are mystery boxes for sale. There are Try Me kits available. Let's see, my catalog is on there, my shop, and if you're interested in doing a make and take, even if we do it online, we have your friends prepay for a kit. It's sent to them, and then on a certain night we get together and then I go through the motions of how to make the kit. We can do that virtually. And if you're interested in becoming a designer for those 3 ways, a hobbyist, to make things for vendor events. I signed up for a vendor event today for September, and I sell finished products there. Or you can do it as a business. You can sell product. You can sponsor team members. You can do all of that. So I would love to have you on my team. I would love for you to be able to do this and see how easy it is. But the Try Me kits is a good way to do that. Also, we have Club Couture, which is a monthly subscription. It's $19.99. You get an exclusive transfer that only designers and Club Couture members get. The transfers are not for sale. And each month you get a new transfer. We never know what it is. It comes the first of the month. And you get the paste packets to do that actual design on anything you want to do it on. And then you have that transfer to do 15 to 20 times more for someone else. The transfers have always been really good. We did one the other night. I did the June one. That was the Maya Angelou quote. And I absolutely love the way it turned out. We did it with the sparkles. It's up on the mantle. And then there is a Kickstart kit for that. If you wanted 2 surfaces, you get a frame, you get the pillar and stand, a board and pillow, and you get paste, the full 3-ounce thing of paste. And that way, when your transfer comes each month, you have something to put it on. And like I said, when you use the Chalk Couture surfaces, you get tired of that transfer, you just wipe it with water and the paste comes right off. So that is $69.99 if you wanted the Kickstart thing, but you don't have to order that. So all that information is on my my website, and that's www.chalkcouture.com/mycraftycottage. All right, I've kept you long enough. Have a wonderful rest of the evening, and I will see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock. All right, good night.